Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you how to make this simple A-line skirt. So this is part 2 of a 2-part video series, and I'll link the first part in the description. Okay, so to make this skirt you're going to need the skirt patterns from the first video, some fabric scissors, a test run fabric for your skirt, pins, a zip, and some tailor's chalk. I highly advise doing a test run to ensure that your patterns are correct and the sizing is right, because once you cut your fabric there's no going back. Make sure to iron your fabric before you start pinning down your patterns, but once you've ironed it, fold over the fabric so the print side is facing upwards. Then you want to place the front skirt pattern at the fold of the fabric. And then you're going to want to place the facing pattern at the fold line also. Okay, so when pinning the back pattern, make sure that the pattern is straight. So use the front pattern as a guide. Do the same with the facing pattern. Make sure that the center back line is straight. So this step is pretty straightforward. Just cut out all the patterns and make sure that you cut in the notches and then mark in the dart holes with tailor's chalk. Okay, so now you're going to sew close the darts by joining the notches and sewing down to the dart hole which you've marked with the tailor's chalk. This will be sewn at an angle. I overlocked off camera as I was using a different machine, but most domestic machines have an overlock setting. So now you're going to sew both the back patterns together 1 centimeter wide, and make sure that you only sew up to the zipper notch, leaving the top part open to put the zip in. So now sew the front and back together 1 centimeter wide along the side seams. Once the skirt is together, iron all the seams open. Okay, so now you're going to sew the facings together like you did with the skirt, using 1 centimeter measurement, and then when you're finished, iron out all the seams. Okay, so to make this easier, I'd recommend pinning it down first. Match up all the notches, front and back, and then sew 1 centimeter wide the whole way around. Okay, so sewing in the zip can be quite difficult, but make sure that you're using a zipper foot because this will make it a lot more easier. To start, I prefer to cut off the excess pieces of the zip, and then I fold over the fabric so that the right side of the fabric is facing the zip. Okay, so now you're going to sew down along where the zipper bulge is using the zipper foot. Okay, so when you're finished, make sure it zips up without any problems. If you want, you could add a hook and eye at the top to make it that bit more secure. For the hem, I highly recommend ironing it down first, as this will just make things so much more easier. Fold 1 centimeter over and iron that flat, and then fold the remaining 3 centimeters of the hem and then iron that flat down as well. So when sewing, try to sew as close to the edge as possible, and this will give you a nice clean flat hem. Okay, so now that you're finished, you're going to want to iron flat all of the seams. That extra 0.5 centimeters that we added on the waist on the patterns actually allows for the front to roll back with the facing, so that it actually hides that seam in the waistband. So finally, you want to hand tack the facing to the side seams, and this will actually stop the facing from like moving or sliding out when you're wearing it. And finito, you're finished and done, and now it's up to you to style it however you want. So if you do recreate this, please tag me in any of my social media so that I can actually see your creations. And also, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe because it'll really help me out. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys!